In a recession, there are two types of people. People who are making money and people who aren't making any money. The question is, what side do you want to be on? My name is Salim Mohammed and I entered this entrepreneurial world for the past 10 months. I must say, luckily for us, or people like myself, there are quite a number of individuals that had a lot of failed stories to which we can learn from and skip the failure phases and go directly to success. So one thing I've learned I'm going to share with you all is how to apply these 5 criterions to measure an opportunity. Opportunities are all around us, but how do you know how to get yourself involved in these opportunities? Right? So the first of the 5 is the product. What is the business offering? I asked 2 questions about the product. The first question is this something people really need right now? Is there a need in the marketplace for the product? And the answer is yes, of course. Who doesn't want an additional form of income to assist their financial needs, right? The second question is, does the product fit the need? For years to come, they will always have the Forex market. Once each country has their own currency and we do trading between countries, it will always have the Forex market. So yes, satisfies the needs. The second criterion is the company. Now this is a company that is debt free. It doesn't need new clients to keep afloat. The $5 trillion at the Forex market attracts millions of people with a shared dream of financial freedom. The CASHFX group is artfully combining the technical experience required for Forex success with a dedicated corporate team, state-of-the-art headquarters, and a passion for helping others with a strong desire to improve their lives. With over 120,000 plus members in 185 countries, they've conducted over 209,000 plus payouts. So the answer is yes, 100% solid, bulletproof company. So I guess we're rocking and rolling, right? The third criterion is how do you earn money? Because if you look at this from a business perspective, is it worth your time? Can you make money? And that's the key thing for people to know. Can you make quick, part-time, or full-time money? And the answer is yes. So you have a good product, you have a good company, you have a good compensation plan. What about the support tools and systems? What you have? So this CASHFX group have a ticketed support system that channels your direct needs and questions. You have the conversion pros partnering with the CASHFX group to advance your marketing and software skills. You have fast payments and layered security to keep your money safe and confidential. You have transparent reporting in your back office, giving you access to your trade results and easily check your CASHFX historical data. You also have live virtual events, giving company updates with plans for the future, compensation plan updates, etc. So the right support tools and systems, check out for sure. And the last thing, but not the least, is the right timing. We are in a pandemic and the predefined methods of earning an income are quickly dwindling away. A lot of companies are working from home now and we've seen the highest unemployment rates in the history of our time. Earning an income is at the top of everyone's minds right now. The CASHFX group has created a way to earn a living from the comfort of your home. We want everyone to look and feel their best with no financial worries. It's a brand new opportunity and so many people are excited about it. So if you're the kind of person that wants to earn a weekly recurring income, work from home, be healthier, more vibrant, then stay on this call as we go through in details how this business plan works. Or reach out to the person that shared this video with you and get back to them. I look forward to seeing each one of you on this exciting and rewarding journey. Take care.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Again, it's your boy Sheldon Shirley here, and I'm going to be doing your presentation this evening. Let me just say welcome to each and every one of you. We are truly happy that you have taken the time out to be on this call so that you can learn more about the CASHFX Group opportunity and what it has to offer you. I tell you, you are not wasting your time. This is definitely something that has been working for me for the past year, and I'm sure it can work for you too. So that's why we take time out to share it with you all so that you can understand what this is about, what it can do for you. And definitely, when you have received that information, then it's on you to do what you need to do. All right. No one can force you. All we can do is share the information with you. And once you have that information, then you can act upon that information. All right. So I'm not here to waste your time. I'm just going to get right into this presentation with you this evening. All right. So buckle up, get your notepad, get your pens ready, and all that good stuff, whatever you need in order to understand what's happening here, go ahead and get it. And then at the end of it all, if there's still something you would not have understood, please just reach back out to the person who would have shared this with you or the link with you, and they'll be happy to clarify anything that I might have said that you may not have understood. All right. So with that being said, again, let's get right into the meat of the matter. There are a few things that I want you to keep in mind as we go along. And first and foremost is in this opportunity, there are no referrals needed. That's right. You don't need to bring anyone into this in order for you to make money. And that's good to know. All right. So keep that in mind. 2, there are no monthly fee, no monthly subscriptions. A one-time purchase, you're good to go. All right. Also, there's no mandatory meeting. These meetings are just for educational purposes only, to share the information with those who are unaware of what the CASHFX Group is all about. And last but not least, let the pros trade for you. All right. This is, in my opinion, the best part, because yes, we are involved in the Forex space, but you don't have to be sitting around a computer all day, drawing up charts and all of that good stuff. We have the professionals doing that for you. So you're literally about to see how easy it is to be successful in the Forex space. That's what we're about. All right. That's what we're about. So let me just introduce you to 2 trending industries that we are involved in. All right. And you'll see it become even more clear as we go through this presentation. First of which is what we call e-learning. All right. So that's the opportunity to learn online. Once you have internet access, you know how it is. Learning has gone online. So this opportunity also allows for that to take place. And then we have e-earning. So we have e-learning and e-earning. All right. Now we're all aware of the various markets that exist, but here's what's happening. We're talking about the Forex space. All right. It's a giant above them all. It's the most liquid, standing at $5.3 trillion a day. All right. It is a recession-proof market. No matter how difficult times are, you can always be trading in the Forex market. And that's why it's good to have the professionals doing it for you. So the banks do it, hedge fund managers do it. And, you know, you and I, we need to get our share of this $5.3 trillion a day. I'm sure you would agree. All right. So the CASHFX Group has made that possible for us. All right. One of the things I also love about this company is their transparency. All right. So we're talking about having honesty and respect for all the members. Now, why do I love that? Right now, every month there is a call that takes place where we talk with the CEO and all the various persons who are responsible for the operations of this company, and we are kept abreast with what's going on, what are the challenges, and not just what are the challenges, but what are the solutions, because they're a solution-driven company, right? And so we know what's the plans for the future and so on and so forth. And if you can understand this space, it's good to know that you have a team of persons who are looking out for your best interests as well as their own. And that's good to know. We like that because that creates trust in these kind of environments. And of course, their purpose is to make us successful by their proprietary trading, and we love that. And they also want to put us in a position to learn to do these things for ourselves if we are so interested. All right. So who's responsible for putting this all together? Well, our founders are Wasco Lopez and Edwin Abad. These two guys would have come together, hired the necessary professionals to make this happen. All right. So this is their brainchild. They were tired of companies like this who would fail people, so they decided to make one of their own that would lift up the regular, the regular man, or just transform households who really need that breakthrough and the opportunity to earn and to put themselves in a financial position. So in a tune of $7 million out of their own pockets, boom, the CASHFX group was formed, and this is going on year number 3. All right, the company is, of course, registered over there in Panama City. We even have some persons would have gone over there at the headquarters just to validate things for us. And we like that. All right. So this is not a Photoshop. These are real people, all right, that have gone over there in Trinidad just to validate things for us. All right. Well, these are all partners from Trinidad who went to Panama to the headquarters just to, rub shoulders with the persons who do the day-to-day activities there in the headquarters. So we like that. All right. So with that being said, the next thing that you want to know is how do you become a part of this opportunity? Well, there are 15 types of contracts that I'm going to share with you, and we're broken them down into 3 categories. All right. So the first one is what we call the elemental plans. So the elemental plans, these go from $300 all the way to $3,000. All right. Now, this is where you get your basic knowledge or your basic education on the Forex market. This is actually a package that you are purchasing that will teach you how to trade if you so desire. All right. You don't have to use the education, but that's what comes with your contract purchase. And that's good for you to know. All right. And from there, we move on to the advanced plans. All right. These go from 5,000 all the way to $20,000. All right. So as the name suggests, you're now learning advanced material, or getting advanced material about the Forex space. All right. So the modules are released gradually and incrementally based on what contract you would have purchased. All right. So it's good to know that. And from here, we go to the supreme plans, which goes from $30,000 all the way to $100,000, which is our gold standard. All right. That's where everybody's trying to get at. That's where everybody wants to go, because there you can truly experience financial freedom. All right. That's the goal. So you can get in where you fit in at this particular point. If you would have been using the education, you'll be able to take trades on your own, and you're very informed about the Forex space. All right. So any one of these contracts you can afford, from the elemental all the way to the supreme, then you're good to go and you start earning money with the CASHFX group. All right. So how do you earn? All right. Well, I'm glad you asked. Let me just share that with you, because everybody needs to know what's in it for me. What's in it for me? All right. Good stuff. Let's go. So when you purchase your contract, pardon me, your contract, any one of the 15 that I just showed you, well, the first way you earn is what we call bare capital. All right. So bare capital is when you would have purchased your contract, and then that's it. You are a passive participant. You have nothing else to do than to sit back, relax. After 72 hours, the trader start trading for you. And every weekend, you get your email telling you how much you would have earned. You also have the opportunity to earn from a particular bonus. All right. And that's just by purchasing the contract and do nothing else. That's good to know. All right. So that's the one way you earn. Now, if you're a person who likes to share these opportunities, you get into something you want to share with someone else, well, there's a next way to earn that we call bull capital. What this means is that you would have shared the opportunity with someone, they would have joined, and then now you open up yourselves to the various bonuses or commissions that the company would pay you for sharing the opportunity with others. All right, good stuff. course it is. This is what affords you to grow faster in your contract, right? And of course, the more you share, you also have the opportunity to rank up in levels within the company, all right? So that's good to know. So let me take time out to break this down a little bit further for you, all right? So we're going to be using a $1,000 contract as an example. So let's say you went ahead and you purchased a $1,000 contract. How exactly does this work? All right, and this works. This breakdown is for all the contracts. All right, I'm just using this $1,000 for ease of mathematics. All right, so let's get cracking. So you purchased a $1,000 contract. We're talking about bare capital. What happens here is that 70% of your contract purchase goes towards your trading account. So that's where the professionals trade for you in a regulated broker. Okay. Now, what happens here is though you see 70% on your screen, the company's promise is to take your contract purchase. So that $1,000 is going to be taken to 200%. All right, or $2,000. So what happens once you purchase the contract, your balance is at zero. And now this contract starts working for you. The traders start trading for you. And then you see your balance growing and growing. And then boom, 200% is hit, which is $2,000 in your account. Hence that 200%, right? So that's how that works. The remaining 30% goes to the bull capital. Now, this is where you get your academic product, all right? And also, this is what pays for the bonuses, all right? So this 30%, of course, is non-refundable, all right? So keep that in mind. From this, the person who would have invited you into the opportunity gets $150 if you would have purchased a $1,000 contract, and we call it a fast start bonus, all right? And also, the remaining 50% of that goes to union level bonuses. All right, the person who have brought you in will also get a cut of the union level bonuses. And this is not a one-time bonus, this is a reoccurring. So as often as a person that you bring in keeps upgrading their contract and going up the ladder, these bonuses follow. All right, so if they should upgrade from the 1,000 to the 2,000, well, again, you get a 150 bonus. And again, you get a $15 bonus in union level. All right, so as they go up the road, the larger the contract, the bigger the bonus gets. And that's good to know. All right. So that's kind of a reoccurring income there for anyone who shares the opportunity. And this particular section also grows to 2,000 or 200%. So you, with this one opportunity, have the chance to earn 400%, $4,000, given the contract purchase here. All right. So let's say you don't want to share anything. That's fine. Let's get back to the passive side of things. All right. So what happens if you allow your contract to go 2x or 200%? Well, the company would have honored its agreement to take you to 200%. So you only have two options at this point. One, you can go ahead and withdraw your money. There's a 20% withdrawal fee. That's the only fee that you'll hear about with the CASHFX group. So now you're left with $1,600. All right. You can walk away with that. You got your $1,000 back. You made $600 profit. You're good to go. Easy peasy. All right. Now that's option number one. Option number two, same thing. You go ahead and withdraw your money. 20% comes out. You have $1,600. You can pocket $600, take the $1,000 and repurchase your contract and get this going again. A lot of persons like that option because they want to put their hands on the money and say, hey, this thing is real. All right, good. Let me continue. All right. And that's if you want to do that, that's totally fine. It's totally fine. All right. But there's a third option, and my personal favorite, because it allows us to benefit from what is called compounding interest. If you know anything about wealth creation, then you have to know about compounding interest. It was Einstein who says compounding interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who knows it earns it, and he who doesn't pays it. All right. So pay attention to that. That's some good knowledge right there. All right. So let me show you what that looks like on a roadmap to 100,000. Right now, this roadmap is a 5% per week estimate. All right. So far for the year, we've been seeing 4%. All right, consistently. All right. So what I like to remind folks is that past results does not guarantee future results. So keep that in mind as we go through this chart, which, as I said before, is a 5% per week estimate. All right. So what this chart does is it shows us that we can go from the smallest or minimum input and we can maximize that as we get to the $100,000 contract over a period of time. Let me stop to say, this is not a get rich quick scheme. This is something that is slow and steady, especially if you're doing it passively. All right. If you do decide to share the opportunity, then you will definitely go faster. All right. So we're talking about the passive options here right now. Okay. So what happens when you purchase a $300 contract, right? 70% of that is $210. So that's what's going to be traded for you, right? Now in 24 weeks at $10.50 a week, you are going to have $250 in your balance. What that means is that you are now ready to upgrade. All right. So this is a compounding effect now. So when you go ahead and you hit that upgrade button, $50 comes off that 200 because that's your 20% withdrawal. Because yes, an upgrade is also considered as a withdrawal. So when you now put that on your existing $300 contract, now you would have upgraded to the $500 contract because you're only paying the difference for an upgrade. All right. Now that you're at the 500 contract, you're no longer making $10.50, but now you're making $17.50. All right. So that's the compounding effect. All right. You're earning more as you allow your profits to go onto your initial purchase. And so you put yourself in a position to increase in value. So the more you increase in value, the more you make per week, right? So in another 36 weeks at the $500 contract, you're going to have $625 in your balance, right? Now you're ready for another upgrade. You go ahead, that $125 comes out, you're left with $500. You put that on your existing $500 that upgrades you to your $1,000 contract, where you're now making $35 a week. All right, so you see your value is increasing. It have moved from 300 that was giving you 1050, and now you're at the 1,000 that gives you $35 a week. All right, and that grows and grows the higher you go, so and the shorter the time that you will need for an upgrade. All right, so that's good stuff. And then you do keep on compounding and work your way up to that $100,000 contract. All right, so that's how that works. Please reach out to the person who would have shared this with you, and they will give you all the options that are available, how you can treat your contract to get to the 100,000 the best way possible. All right. So earlier we talked about that 20% that comes out. Let me give you the good news first. All right. That 20% does not go to the company. It goes back to the members in the company. That's you and I. All right. So this is what we call our force matrix 3x10 structure. All right, what happens here is once you join the company, you fall into the matrix, right? So the matrix only allows 3 persons on your level 1. Each person can have 3 persons on their level 1s. All right, so when you come in, you fall beside someone or beneath someone, okay? And that's how it goes. So whether you are bringing in people or not, persons who are sharing the opportunity, they will fall into the matrix and they will fill out the matrix. All right. So you can see it's multiples of 3 going 10 levels deep. So it starts with 3 and then it goes to 9 and then 27 and 81 and 243 and so on and so forth. And then you can fill it out. So how it works is that let's say someone falls beneath you and that person does an upgrade or makes a withdrawal. All right. What happens is that 20% withdrawal fee is shared up to those persons who are above them in their particular network. All right, so this is designed for everybody to share value. All right, I call it community economics. All right, and that's definitely good stuff. With that, you will be benefiting from, you will see why the system is so sustainable. And with that sustainability, it creates longevity, and we like that. All right, so that's good to know. So don't be confused by the terms or whatever. Just understand that 20% is something that is a shared value among all the members of a company. And that is why we have a higher retention rate of members. Nobody just comes in and leaves because it works for everybody. All right. This next bonus we're going to talk about is what we call the unilevel bonus. So unlike the force matrix bonus where everybody earns that, This particular bonus is only earned from or by those who are sharing the opportunity with others. So let me tell you how this works. Once you sign up with a company, you have access to 4 levels deep. What that means is that if I invite you into the company and you sign up, then you fall on my level 1. I get a fast start bonus, and I also get a uni level bonus. Remember, when we're looking at a $1,000 contract, fast start bonus would have been $150, and my uni level bonus would have been $15. All right, good stuff. So now, if you in turn invite someone, right, and they sign up, so they're going to be on your level 1, but they're going to be on my level 2. So while you get the fast start bonus and a uni level bonus, I still get that uni level bonus. All right, depending on what size contract the person purchased, that will determine how much uni level bonus I get, but it's going to be 10% of the contract value. Okay, so when that person comes on and see how wonderful this is working, they too are going to invite their friends, and they're going to fall on my level 3. All right. When that person on my level 3 also sees how wonderful it's working, because I still get a uni level bonus from them, they're going to invite their friends who's going to fall on my level 4, and I still get a 10% uni level bonus from whatever contract they would have purchased. All right. Now, when a person on my level 4 go ahead and invite someone else, then they fall on my level 5. At this point, I make no more uni level bonuses. If I want to make more bonuses, then I have to unlock levels 5 and 6. And that happens when my team and I would do a certain amount of business within a 30-day period. And then I would rank up to executive. And that now unlocks level 5 and 6 for me, where I'm no longer making 10% as I was on levels 1 through 4. But on 5 and 6, I now earn 20%. Okay. And so the process goes to the same. If I want to unlock level 7 and 6, I have to do a certain amount of business within a 30-day period so that I can rank up to manager. And before I can also rank up to manager, 2 members of my team on separate legs would have to rank up to executive as well. So this is designed for us to work together. You don't just bring people in and leave them if you have intention of ranking up or going in the business as it pertains to this uni level bonus and benefiting from all the levels. All right, so that's how it works all the way up to president, ambassador, and global ambassadors. All right, so process the same. When you get to those levels, president, ambassador, and global ambassador, you are now leveraging everyone in your entire organization. All right, and that's where that residual income comes from. All right, that's that walkaway money. This is where you turn your 40-year plan into a 4-year plan. I like to tell my folks that if you work hard networking, then networking works hard for you, but it's not for everybody. All right, so let me remind you again, that is strictly optional. You could just go ahead and stick to the passive side of this thing. It's still a sweet deal. All right. So even separate and apart from you sharing opportunities here and earning from these bonuses, the company will also go ahead and compensate you for your efforts, right? So if you would have made executive, they would have given you an iPad or $675 worth in Bitcoin. If you would have made manager, there's a Rolex watch or $7,500 worth in Bitcoin as a prize. And if you make the director, there's an all expenses trip paid for 2 or $11,250 for you equivalent in Bitcoin. When you get to president, there's a Porsche or $75,000 worth in Bitcoin. When you get to ambassadors, a Ferrari or $150,000 worth in Bitcoin. And if you get to global ambassadors, a Lamborghini or $375,000 worth in Bitcoin. Now, it's all good and dandy, but what got me interested in this opportunity are the numbers. So here they are on your screen. All right. The numbers tell a story. All right. I want us to understand that. Now, looking at these weekly numbers, we would have seen that in the week of the 9th through the 13th, would have made 4.22%. All right. Just last week, we would have made 4.09%. Now, I like to tell a person, say, let's go ahead and look at the contract sizes. All right. And imagine that you'd have put this money in the bank. All right. Remember, this is a one-time input. All right. You're putting this money once, and then you're doing nothing. And all you're doing is you're checking your balance. Let's say you do that with your banks. So let's say you put, we're going to use the smallest one here, $300 in your bank. And after the end of a full week, you go back to check your interest. I guarantee you're not going to see $8. You're not going to see a 4% increase on your funds. All right, I guarantee that. All right, and keep in mind here that the contract value that you see here, we're talking about that 70% of that value. This is what you would have made at 4% on, right? Now keep that in mind. And again, ask yourself the question, when you go to the banks, do you see 4% increase in a week? And that's what makes this make sense. All right, this is hands-free income at a 4% average thus far for the whole year. All right, that's awesome stuff. Let's look at the monthly returns, right? So for the month of March, we would have seen a 21.23% return. The month of April is a 16.01% return. Again, look at the contract sizes and let's analyze the same thing on a monthly basis. All right, look at the various contracts and look at the various returns. On a monthly basis, are you getting these returns with your banks? I'm telling you, you're not, right? Your money is just sitting there and you're just paying fees and you're making the bank money, but the bank's not giving you any money. All right. So you do the math. You do the math. It's not that difficult. All right. Let's look at the last 2 years. For the last 2 years, it's not been rough. Boy, they've been rough. But look at the returns that we were seeing in the CASHFX group. 329.54% in 2020, 254.74% in 2021. Now, that's amazing stuff, right? Now, you might ask, Sheldon, well, what do I have to measure this against? Well, think about it this way. If you go ahead and pick the best performing stock in 2020, 2021, I guarantee you that this blows them out of the water. I challenge you, go ahead and Google it. Best performing stock for 2020 and 2021. And their percentage is nowhere near this. All right. This is what you have at your fingertips. Amazing. All right. So the only question you should be asking me right now is, how do I get started? Well, my friends, you have to acquire Bitcoin. If you don't know anything about Bitcoin, let me just go ahead and give you a quick preview. You can look at your screen. There's some information there as well. Now, Bitcoin is what we call a computer-generated asset. It is digital money. All right. It is designed for a peer-to-peer exchange. So that's person to person without the intervention of the central banks, right? Why Bitcoin? Well, Bitcoin does not suffer inflation. All right. That's what's killing us right now. Our money in the banks loses its value because of unlimited printing. All right. Now with Bitcoin, there's a fixed amount. What that means is that you don't lose value. It's more likely to appreciate in value. And if you have tracked Bitcoin record, you can see that it's appreciating in value year by year. All right. Of course, yes, it's still volatile because the adoption rate is not as great as our fiat currency, but it is still far better. All right. Currently, Bitcoin stands a little over 30,000 last time I checked, and that's 30,000 to 1. All right. So you need 30,000 US dollars in order to purchase 1 Bitcoin. That's how valuable Bitcoin is. So you want to be a part of something that appreciates in value over time rather than depreciates in value over time, losing purchasing power. That's not good. All right. But there's transparency with Bitcoin, there are low transaction fees. And the bottom line is it gives you power back over your money. And that's just amazing. All right. Bitcoin is really money for the people. All right. It's not for the government. All right. So they don't really like it that much. But hey, that's why the company would have used Bitcoin, because they saw the value in it. So that's why it is a method of payment that they use. All right. So if you want to get signed up, of course, we said earlier that you don't need to refer anyone, but you have to be referred by someone who's already in the company. Okay. So somebody would have shared their link with you. The person would have invited you on this call. They would have shared their link with you, and you go ahead and register. All right. You can't just Google and register. All right. And there are no apps for you to download. All right. None of that. You have to get the link of someone who's already on board, and you can go ahead and get yourself registered, make your payment, purchase your contract, and then of course, boom, you are a member of the CASHFX group. All right. So when it comes to withdrawing your money, it's the same process. When you would have gone through signing up, then there's a part where you can now put in your withdrawal address, and you will get your Bitcoin sent to your Bitcoin wallet. Or, you know, we are now in the phase of rolling out our CASHFX debit card, right? At this point, you're going to have cash at your fingertips. You go to your back office, load your money on your card, just go to the ATM and make a withdrawal, all right? So of course, they'll be rolling this out quite shortly. So we're definitely looking forward to that, all right? So the next thing I wanna say to you is the reason why we share this opportunity is because we want you to do what matters. You work hard for your money, but we want your money to work hard for you, okay? So what I'm going to say to you right now is that you have the information at your disposal. All you need to do is make a decision. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing you on board. So get back to the person who would have shared this link with you, invite you on this call. It's been my pleasure sharing this information with you. And I hope to see you on board the Cash Forex train. All right. Have a blessed day and just enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm signing out, saying God bless you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Same place, same time.